Hello, my magical crafters. How's everyone doing? It's Wednesday. You made it halfway, right? Alright, today I will be making another Christmas card. You guessed it, Christmas card. So, I've been in here prepping, and I will be taking some inspiration from a Pinterest post that I found. Now, if you are brand new here, I have a whole bunch of social media links on my YouTube page. If you go to my YouTube page, next to my picture and my title, you should see a little button that says more or see more or links. Click on it and it will show you all my social media links. In there, I have my Pinterest board link where you can see my created boards and my saved boards. Well, and one of my saved boards is a holiday card making board. And I find a whole bunch of cool images and just stick them in there, right? Well, one of the images that I found was of this Christmas card. Now, I'm only taking inspiration from this one because, of course, I don't have the exact images, okay? And this card has a lot of layers to it, like all the layers are popped up. I cannot do this to this card because this card is going to be meant to go in the mail, so I can't put foam in between every single layer. I mean, if you were hand delivering it, I could, but this one's going to be mailed, so I gotta glue everything down flat. And we're going to go with a different focal point, but I'll walk you through the steps for sure. Oh, before I show you, I'm in here prepping before I start filming, right? And my husband walks in. Apparently he made me some cookies and then made a cookie sandwich out of the cookies. Like, yeah, I'll show you. So he made me peanut butter cookies. And then he put peanut butter frosting in the middle with banana. Guys, that was good. I've only had one. I'm going to have to, behave myself. But it's just, it was delicious. So, if you're ever curious about trying this, it is a peanut butter cookie, and when you make it for cookie dough, you want to flatten it down so it bakes up flat. Then let them cool, and then make up some homemade peanut butter frosting. That's what we do. We try to make everything homemade. Try, I say. And then he puts the peanut butter frosting in there, and he cuts up some banana slices, and then just makes a sandwich out of it. So I was munching on that. You can tell that I was fussy cutting everything, and so it took me longer to fussy cut because I had to stop and eat too. I've got a bunch of cards that I want to try out. So I think for the next week and a half, I'm going to try to make cards off my Pinterest board. Here's one I want to try. That one should be simple but pretty. I can use my paper scraps for that. I mean, I can use a lot of paper scraps for this, but I think what they did here is they put it together and then ran the whole thing through an embossing folder. So I'll see if that works. It might be a fail, it might be a win. But I really liked the idea of, and then I never thought about doing a pink card, but some of these cards I'm making for my friend that I watch the dogs for, and she loves pink. That one we might try today if I have enough time, or flipping somewhere, because I don't have that die cut, and I don't have that die cut. And I don't have that stamped embossed, but we're going to do something similar. This is just inspiration. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Okay, so we're going to try this one. And it's on a slimline card. So here's my slimline card. And this is 3.5 by 8.5, I believe. Yep, 8.5. Okay. So what we're going to put down. Now I really pull apart this image here. Okay. So this very back piece looked like it had berries on it and maybe some twigs and stuff. So I go through all my papers and I find something similar to that. So that's that back piece. And then this second layer looks like it has like candy cane stripes. I go through all my stuff and see if I had anything like that. And I did. So that would be my second layer. And then this top white layer is like white and cream with a lacy pattern on it. I had nothing like that. But going through all my stuff, I found something that I did want to use. So I went with this pattern with gold foil. So that'll be on top. So we're going to put those together before we go any further. And this layer I don't have to measure. I'm just going to glue it on the whole back and fussy cut the rest off. But when I start putting the other layers on, I did have to measure and cut them, and so I will tell you the measurements when we get there. So, how's everyone doing? Guys, things are getting weird out there. Weird and chaotic in the world. I mean, they've been getting like that for quite some time. It's just getting worse and worse. So wherever you are, please stay safe. It just breaks my heart that people are going through this. I'm almost getting to the point where I can't even watch the news anymore because it just breaks my heart. Things are getting weird, guys. Even my dreams. I had a weird dream last night. Okay. Then we're just going to stick this on there. Make sure I get it on there all the way. And then I got to turn it over and then cut the excess off after I emboss it. Okay. So I can glue on the table. I did. Some glue squeezed out the sides there. So what is everybody working on? Nobody answered me yesterday when I asked you, so when do you start on Christmas cards? When do you personally? And if you're going to make anything handmade, do share, do share? Handmade for Christmas gifts. There we go. Okay. So there's our first layer. Now a lot of that's going to get covered up. So I did not care if wording was getting cut off or anything. Alright, so our second layer is the candy cane. Now I cut this layer down to 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. Yeah, that's what I did. And in the photo, it shows that they have it foam in between each layer. I can't do that. It'll make it too bulky to mail off. So we're just going to glue it straight down. It may or may not give it the desired effect that I'm going for, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And just kind of get it on there as straight as I can. It already looks cute, I think. Okay. Whoa! Alright, and then this next layer is just 3 1/8. Yep. 3 by 8. Absolutely. Does anyone else, can you look at a photo of a project that someone else did and just like your mind automatically knows how it went together or how it was created? You kind of pick it apart in your brain and then put it back together. My brain likes to do that sometimes. Well, that's what it's looking like so far. What do you think? Okay, so now I've got a bunch of stuff here. So let's look at the image one more time. Alright, so right off the bat I noticed like this circle going around the Santa. Can you guys see that? I do not have anything to cut out just a thin layer or circle like that. So I have these layered dies. They're oval. Came from this die set here. And I chose the biggest one and the second to biggest one. And then I will, if you cut them by themselves, it kind of cuts out that shape, right? But if you put two together, like that, right, then it kind of cuts something like that out. And I thought that was cool. And I cut it out in glitter paper. So I don't know if you can tell can you see it's all glittery. So that's going to be our circle piece, right? And then there's a Santa. I couldn't find a Santa. Out of all my cut and collage books, I couldn't find a Santa I wanted to use. So we're our main focus is going to be a bird. Because there is a bird in here, but I'm not going to put the bird on top of the circle. It's going to be in the middle, like where Santa is. So that's going to go in the middle. And I noticed some peppermints circles there, a gingerbread man, there's a poinsettia, a cookie. I think there's an ornament down here, but I decided to go with a present instead of an ornament. So I got a present there. I've got some peppermint circles. And then there is some greenery. So I got some greenery there. And I cut out a little candy cane as well. Here's my gingerbread guy. Here's my poinsettia. It's not a big poinsettia, but we're not going for big because I need to keep these flat. And then I saved a negative image from another die cut. So a different die cut that I was using on a different card cut these out, and these were like the throwaway pieces, but I was like, ooh, that would be kind of cool, right? To use as a filler. Like there's some like branch looking things come out here. Can you guys see? Yeah. So I saved this. So let's put this together. Da-da-da. Okay, so let's glue our circle down first. We'll have to get some sparkly gems out too. I'll try to get this centered here. Okay. There's some black fuzz there from my die cut there. Okay. And the bird's going to go in the center. And if you're brand new and haven't heard, I am hosting a birthday challenge giveaway and a 1,000 subscriber challenge giveaway. And so I've already posted a video on it last week, and so I will put that video down below. Okay? There's going to be prizes. So you got to watch the video to figure out what you have to do to get in to win a prize. Okay, got my bird down. Now the gingerbread guy's gonna go right there. Okay. And then my greenery is going to go right there. I just saw a UPS truck. Unfortunately, he didn't stop here. Okay. That would go there. Okay, and then these go next. That will go right. I'll put it right there. Lots of layers. this one. So right there. Point set is going to go right down the middle. So then okay. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out where I want everything. Okay. I get all quiet and silent when I'm trying to focus really hard. I'm just saying in my head, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Don't mess it up. And if you're wanting to know where I got the images, okay, so the bird I found out of a cut and collage book from, let's see, I just had this. Alright, so the bird came out of this cut and collage book. And this one is from, I want to say Kate Curry? Yeah, this one is from Kate Curry. So. And then the gingerbread man, actually I think the gingerbread man came out of Porthos. The gingerbread man came out of this one. Okay. No, it's Kate Curry in Porthos. Okay. And then the gingerbread, okay, and then the present and the candies came out of this one. Because she had a whole bunch of tiny little things that you can cut out of. That's from Kate O'Brien. And then the poinsettia is a poinsettia die from Temu, and I just cut out a bunch of poinsettias. Alright, let's glue that one down. Stay. So this one, just go right there. Okay. And that one can go right there. This candy cane. Oh, let's go right in there. I think that's cute. What do you think? Isn't that cute? Alright, so we need to add some little gems here. Let's go red. Let's put little Alright, let's put some red down in here. Very pretty. I love it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Now we need a handmade with love sticker on the back. And for the inside, try not to glue your card together. Let's see here. I have a Merry Christmas die cut. That can go right on the inside. I'm going to wait until that poinsettia dries though. But just know that will go on the inside. Then the envelope right here. I usually put washi tape on the envelopes. So let's use that one. Actually, because this is a thinner envelope, let's put something thinner. Let's put that one. Just because I don't want to take up space of where she should be writing her addresses and stuff. You know what I mean? I did. Okay. I had to make sure that I was putting the tape on the right side. And then I just toss that down. Alrighty. So that card is ready. As soon as that poinsettia dries, I'll glue the sentiment in. Okay, what do we got? 29 minutes. Oh yeah, we have plenty of time to do another card. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. What was the other one I wanted to try? I mean, you can see that I took inspiration from this card, right? And just kind of made it my own. Let's see. I've been on a red and green kick a lot lately, and I think I need to kind of pull away from that a bit, and we're going to do something purple. Purple. So I'm going to take some inspiration from this and see what I can make. And let's see. Alright, I've got some purple cardstock here, because it looks like they started with cardstock. And I'm going to start with this size of envelope for this one. So this one is 5 by 7. 5x7 card. I feel like I got glue all over my fingers. Okay. So, we're going to put this lighter color on first. Now, if you have a Pinterest, I can invite you to some of my Pinterest boards, or you can invite me to some of yours, so we can share, you know, inspirational images. Especially if you have like a creativity block. Sometimes I just scroll Pinterest for a little bit. Now, a lot of the images I just get inspiration from. I don't try very much to copy it exact, because you don't want to copy someone else's artwork. What you want to do is take the inspiration that they shared and make it your own. And that's what I did with the first one. My hands feel so sticky now. Does anyone get like weirded out with sticky hands? I mean, I know I'm a paper crafter. It's paint and dyes don't bother my hands. It's the glue. If glue gets on my hands, I get all like, eh. And then I start rubbing my hands a lot, trying to rub it off, and then it'll make my hands too sore. Is that just me? It's a sensory issue. Like certain clothing bothers me. Okay, so there's my base color. Now, let's see here. So I'm going to enlarge it here. Okay, to me it looks like they used 3 different colors of purple. So like the background was a really light purple, probably lighter than the color I'm using, but this is all I got. The middle color is a dark purple, which I have that, and then the second layer is a lighter purple, but it's been inked. The edges have been inked. So that's what we're going to do. We've got to cut these down to the sizes we need first. So here comes the scoreboard. Alright, so this card is 5x7. So we need the start piece to be 4 3/8. 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. And then the lighter color needs to be 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. And I think that's all the cutting we have to do for scoring. that will go just like that. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, where's that card? There we go. Okay, so that will go there. And that will go there. But, okay. We can glue the dark one down, we just can't glue the light one down yet. There we go. I think I just gave myself a paper cut. Maybe not. I just felt like it. Okay. Alright, we're going to set that aside for a second and bring in this lighter color, because now let's see, how can I do this? Hold on, guys. I'm looking at the edges. Okay, we need to ink up the edges. I don't know, this ink pad's almost dry. That works. Let's see if we can just put it down here. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. Okay, I've got that smoky look going on. Now, let's see what else is in this picture here. Okay, so in the background, I see like dark purple splatters. So we're going to put those down next. Alright, I gotta pause because I've got to reach all the way across the table. I'll be right back. I'm back. At first I couldn't find it, so I'm glad I had paused. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I mean you could use paint for this too if you wanted to, but we're going to use the Villainous Potion Distress Spray, which is, it's getting low, okay. And I don't want to spray it on, I just want to flick it on. Trying to determine how much we need here. There you go. Okay. And then my Distress Spritz is practically gone. So I really don't want to use it, but I do, you know what I mean? So we're gonna just, just a spritz. Alright, I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna heat set this, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Alright, so it's all dry. Can you see that white shimmer in there? Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. My phone shut down on me. Stay open. Okay, here we go. So I've got the edges inked Distress. I've got the background spritzed. Now, I noticed that they stamped and embossed with gold in the background for these snowflakes. I don't have anything like that. I don't have a big snowflake stamp or gold embossing. So, I do have a snowflake die cut. Ta-da! I cut out one big one. There's a big one right in this corner. And then I cut out a whole bunch of tiny ones. So those will get glued all in the background. And then I do not have a joy, but or a giant poinsettia die. I do have these little ones though that will go in there somewhere. And instead of joy, let's put love, peace. Oh, I do. Oh, I did a tiny little joy. Let's just put love, peace, joy. Okay. So gonna be beautiful. Okay, well what I'm gonna do is gonna glue the snowflakes down first, then we're gonna put it on the card base. Then we'll put on the poinsettias. I got a bunch of snowflakes. Some are cut out in glitter paper. Some aren't. I have some ornaments in here for something else. Okay, so there. Give me one. Just cute. Okay. Corner, and we're gonna put those are even tiny. Okay. I think I know where I want these now. A lot of snowflakes on that one. That's pretty cute though. Okay. So let's start from the bottom work our way. I need a plan. There's too many. Okay. Some are going to go off the side, and then I'll have to cut those off. Some of these glittered snowflakes were hard to cut out. But if they were easier, I probably would have cut out a lot more for other projects. But have you ever got to that point, like something just frustrated you so much, you're like, I'm done with it, no more. That would be these snowflakes. Right, sorry guys, I'm so quiet. I feel like I have to really focus on this. But while you're watching me, maybe tell me what you're currently doing while you're watching me. Are you crafting along with me? Are you doing the dishes? Are you doing housework? Do you have me on the big screen TV? Big one's gonna be a pain to get on. wonder if anyone else has a better idea on how to get really delicate stuff like this. I know some people use like a is it a sticker paper? All right, let's see. Where would you get that sticker paper? I think you would glue it down. I think somebody probably gifted it to me, a little bit of it. I'll have to pull it out and test it. But I think with the sticker paper, you stick it down on your paper before you die cut. And then you die cut it, and then your die cut is like a sticker that you can stick down. You don't have to worry about gluing. Usually use that on really fine die cut. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Hands are so sticky. Okay, let me rub my fingers for a little bit here. Okay, feel better. Alright, so now I'm going to flip it over, and whatever's sticking over, I'm going to cut off. Okay. Okay. So, that's what it looks like. Now, before we go any further, we can glue that onto our panel. to make sure that embossed down carefully. Got really sticky. I'm loving the purple for a holiday card. I am digging it. Am I loving having to glue down all these? No, 'cause now look, my fingers are all gluey. Okay, so there's our base. Now, we're gonna cut the love piece joy up. I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna put it on some glitter paper. Okay, well, apparently I used up all the gold glitter paper. Alright, but what I want to do, okay, I might have to pause and, I forgot to plug in the glue gun and I need the glue gun. Boy, I have a mess over here. I gotta unbury the glue gun. Plug it in. Okay, while that's heating up, let me show you. Because I'm all out of the glitter paper, I wanted to put the glitter paper behind the words, but maybe we can glue a bit of this ribbon. So it's peeking out from underneath it. I'm trying to decide, should I do the bottom and the top? Decisions. And I'll have them staggered. Like, peace will go there, love will go here. Joy will go here. And then this poinsettia will go there, and that poinsettia will go there. Alright, I'm going to pause because it takes a little longer than usual for my gun to heat up. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Alright, I decided off camera when my glue gun was heating up, I thought I would cut little pieces and put it on the back of the words of that gold thread. taken out. Now that I have it, peace, love, joy, right? Peace. We're just going to glue those down. Okay. Put this down. Now we'll get some gems. Very pretty. I mean, the glue strings everywhere are pretty. Okay, let's see. We got some pretty diamonds. Getting low on my tiny, tiny gems. Okay, alright, let's look at the original picture. There's the original picture. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. And this is what I ended up with. Beautiful, layered. Okay. Now we just need a handmade with love sticker on the back. And the envelope. Washi tape. I don't have a purple Christmas washi tape. Wait a minute, I do have blue with snowflakes on it though. That should be close enough. As long as it has snowflakes on it, it's fine, right? It's fine. Alrighty, there is our envelope for our card. So there's card number 2 and card number 1. Pinterest inspired. That one's almost dry. Off camera, I'll glue that on. Because I've already kept you for an hour and 7 minutes. Alright, which one was your favorite? Card number 1 or card number 2? And don't be afraid to pop over to my Pinterest page, like and follow, and I'll invite you to your most favorite board that I have created, so you can see when I post new images in there. Alrighty. I hope everyone has a safe and magical day. The world is scary. Stay safe. Stay cool. The weather's getting hot. And I love you guys all. That's all I gotta say. I just love you guys. You're awesome. You're all talented. Stay safe. Stay cool. Stay magical. Bye.